So, who is your lighthouse? And this thought came to my mind after a conversation I had with my dad. And I told him that in my life at the moment, I feel like I lift a lot of people around me, which is a positive thing. But I don't have anyone that lifts me up in a way. And I kind of feel that I need to carry myself up. And I'm not complaining because it is a necessary skill to have, in my opinion. But sometimes I feel like I do want to have that one person, few persons, whatever, that can lift me up to new limits, whether if it's physical limits, whether it's mental limits, And when I'm saying that I'm lifting people around me, I can see it literally in the last few years with working out, I'm going to the gym a lot, almost every day, and for the past 2 years. And I treat my body right. I have a healthy lifestyle. And I also live with roommates. And a lot of them and also friends around me started to join along, started to train. Some of them never trained in their life, a day in their life. And it's all because I was leading them by example. And me saying that, I'm not like bragging about it or something, but that's just the truth, and I'm really grateful and feeling lucky that I can really see it firsthand happening with my own eyes, It's not like I'm doing something and then I can see the impact only years later, but I literally see them coming and wanting to be better because of me, and this is an amazing feeling because this is what I want to do also with this channel. This is what I want to do, lifting people around me up, Also, people from back home are calling me and telling me, oh, I started to go to the gym because of you, because you're pushing. And I'm also really open about it on social media. So, and back home, I mean in another country, So people that even are not around me are taking example. And it feels amazing, it feels amazing. Because it's literally part of my dream, lifting people up. But then I told my dad that I feel like I want someone to also push me into that extreme, And in that case, we talked about physical extreme, but I think it directly affects also on the mental aspect. And he said that he interpreted that as that I'm the lighthouse to a lot of people, guiding the way in a storm or whatever. But who is my lighthouse? And this is something I encourage you to think as well. Who is your lighthouse in your life? And if you don't have one, it's okay. But I think we all need a lighthouse in any period in our lives, And again, I'm going to say it again. It doesn't have to be physical lighthouse, like that pushes you in a physical way. But it can be also a partner that pushes you in a more feeling kind of way, That suddenly you get that push that you need and that guidance that you need from someone, but not in the way you want, Which is also okay. Or not, maybe not in the way you want is not a good phrase, but maybe not in the way you expect, And this is something a friend of mine told me yesterday when we talked about it. I told him this exact story, that I'm looking for a lighthouse in my life, and I kind of feel, I'm not feeling lost, but I do feel like I want to be guided into new limits, in my physical and mental aspects. And he said that I should keep my eyes open because this push or this guidance might not come in the way that I want it to come, And I agree with him. And I am ready, and I am ready, and I'm keeping my eyes open, because he's right. Maybe it won't come in the form of pushing myself physically, but maybe in the form of a partner, it will push me maybe spiritually, or maybe will push me feeling wise, and it's all considered as a push forward in that sense, A lighthouse can have many forms in a way. But I also feel that a lot of the times the guidance you're asking for will show up. And this is opposite to what I just said, but this is just how I feel, That if you're gonna ask for guidance from a pure place to the universe, then the universe will send you the guidance you need, On the other hand, maybe the guidance you need is not the guidance that you think you need, And therefore the universe sends you something else. And this is why, as my friend said, we should keep our eyes open to our surroundings. And I thought about it, I thought about the fact that I'm finishing my bachelor now, and I wanna be pushed, I wanna be guided in certain aspects in my life, then therefore I can also voluntarily go and surround myself with the people that will do that for me. And again, it's all about the people that surround you. This also connects to the conversation I had with my friend yesterday, but we talked about who are the people you want to be surrounded with. He told me about his group of friends from back home, the people that are pushing him up in certain aspects. And I told him that I'm missing that kind of in some aspects in my life. And I can voluntarily go and seek for those people, Because if I want someone to push me forward in my physical aspect, then I can physically sign up to a group that runs marathons, or whatever, practices for marathon, because then I'm sure that I'm gonna be pushed physically, Or to go and sign up voluntarily to a group that climbing mountains, conquering summits together, And then I'm for sure know that I'm gonna meet the same people, same-minded people, that want to push themselves physically up and each other up, And I think this is also something you guys can think about. If you are in a crossroad or something, that you ask yourself, who is my lighthouse in my life? And you feel like you need guidance in a certain aspect. Think of maybe just go and acquire it, or not acquire it, or maybe just go and put yourself in a position where you surround yourself with people that will push you forward, If you want to get spiritually more intelligent, maybe go to philosophy classes, Try to challenge yourself. Or if you want to be physically a bit more pushed, like I do, maybe sign to a marathon group, maybe sign to, as I said, to a climbing mountains group. And this is all about also getting out of your comfort zone, I think, in each of those aspects. And again, I will say that maybe the guidance or the lighthouse that you will wish for will come in a different form and in a different way and purpose in your life than what you wish for. And that's okay, but you need to be aware of that, You need to be aware that there is a power that's guiding you, I think. And it's there for you and not to you, in a way, the sentence that life happens for you and not to you? I really believe that, And what to be deserved to be yours, what is deserved to be yours will be yours, And if you work towards that, of course you need to be active towards things in your life, but if you are, then what is deserved to you will be yours. And if you don't get it, then maybe this is not the route for you, you know? This is something I'm trying to remember myself when I'm failing, when I'm succeeding, you know, in certain aspects in my life. But that's the question I wanted to ask today, you know, because I'm also contemplating, and I'm in a period in my life where I'm looking for my guidehouse, my lighthouse, you know. And it doesn't mean that I'm lost again. It doesn't mean that you guys are lost. But more in a way that, you know, we all need a mentor. We all need someone to push us forward. I think sometimes it can be only ourselves, you know, which is okay. But I'm in the point in my life where I'm wishing for a lighthouse, for guidance, you know. And again, it can come in many forms, but it's okay to wish for that. Also, it's okay to wish for that from a place of I am lost, but also from a place of I just need guidance, you know, because I want someone that is further in the way than me, or maybe have the same goals as me and wants to push forward together, you know, and lift each other up. And yeah, so hopefully we all get our lighthouse as soon as possible. And that's what I wanted to share with you today. So if you guys are not subscribed yet, please do. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.